biggest event of the summer in the Les Cheneaux Islands is the annual Les Cheneaux Antique Boat Show, held on the second Saturday of August. This year on Saturday, August 10th, another big event was scheduled, the wedding of Anna Scott and Jan Azdoud. So to kick off the wedding festivities, the family headed over to the boat show in Hessel Marina early Saturday morning for the annual pancake breakfast. After breakfast, it was back to the Scott family cabin on Island 8 for the wedding ceremony. What better way to give away the bride in an island setting than on a boat ride? Anna's father, Ridgway Scott, piloted her in his 1953 Chris Craft to the family dock. Ridgway and Anna's mother, Jan, escorted the bride down to the deck for the nuptials. Reverend Susan Johnson of the American Baptist Church performed the ceremony.
Please be seated. Dearly beloved, I've really wanted to say dearly beloved to this gathering because clearly you are all dearly loved and needled and even teased, but definitely beloved. We are gathered today to witness to the marriage of Jan Azdoud and Anna Scott. At the end of this very brief ceremony, I will declare that it is by the authority vested in me through my ordination in the American Baptist Churches USA, in accordance, in its recognition by the Mackinac County Clerk in accordance with the marriage laws of the state of Michigan, that I declare Anna and Jan are married. The power to do this, to bind the government and its people, even other governments and unknown people, to treat the two of them as husband and wife, as legally wedded partners in this world, is indeed vested for a moment in me. And yet, while it's the difference between being legally married and not, this power that I have is in fact pretty limited. I don't have the power to make them love each other unconditionally, now, let alone forever. I don't have the power to compel them to be forgiving of one another, to be honest, or even to be nice. I was in a small town in Idaho recently, and I came across the Rotary Park there in that small town, and now I realize it should have been the Lions Club, but it was the Rotary. And I got to thinking about this upcoming event and the 4 questions that the Rotary Club always poses in every community. The 4 questions are such a basic way to problem solve in the human community that it seems very appropriate not only for all adults, but particularly in married life. The questions are you telling the truth? Are you considering what is fair? Are you striving to reach decisions that build goodwill and deepen friendship? And are you working toward the betterment of all? They're like playground rules for adults, and yet they are not a bad template for problem solving in marriage. Yet so much of what we do in life, and particularly in marriage, cannot be compelled. It is entirely voluntary. So still, though you cannot be told to love each other, to forgive each other, and to join together in problem solving and the betterment of our world, Anna and Jan, you do have this power today and from this day forward. Anna and Jan have been together for a while, so it may seem as though they have already passed the test of time. But no matter who they've been together or how they've been doing thus far, today is the beginning of something new. The pledge that they make today, the vow that they take, is the beginning of a shared life in the light of how they are received, in the welcome light of how they are to be together in the world. And though this ceremony itself is already more than half over, this gathering is just getting started. And in terms of getting married, it is my understanding that it's going to go on for many months, and indeed is going to encompass thousands of miles. I was moved by the way that Jan and Anna described their own passage into marriage as beginning today, but culminating in the celebration of their marriage in Morocco. And this is a direct quote which I wrote down in our phone call. It is almost as though you could be married, but you're really not married until you're presenting yourselves and your marriage to your family and your community. Yes, even when that community spans the globe. Because witnessing the marriage of a family member or a dear friend is not sitting back as a passive observer, an uninvolved witness, merely watching, but witnessing the marriage of someone you love is both joining in the celebration and the solemnity of their promises. I'm going to ask you in a few moments to understand that you are lending your inspiration and yourselves to them, beginning this day and in the days forward. This is something that the law could never describe, but upon which marriage depends. So prepare to support and uphold the vows that they make. You are not here lightly, but purposefully. Anna and Jan, the promises you make are made sacred, not just legally binding, but sacred, because you intertwine the promises out of your own hearts and the witnesses of those who have shaped you and continue to reflect back to you who you are. And now, if you're ready, it's time to make your vows. Please join hands. I, Jan, take you, Anna, to be my wife.
I, Jan, take you, Anna, to be my wife.
To have and to hold from this day forward.
To have and to hold for this day forward.
For better or worse.
For better or worse.
In sickness and in health.
In sickness and in health.
In adversity and prosperity.
In adversity and prosperity.
To love and to cherish.
To love and to cherish.
So long as we both shall live.
So long as we both shall live.
This is my solemn vow.
This is my solemn vow.
I, Anna, take you, Jan.
I, Anna, take you, Jan.
To be my husband.
To be my husband.
To have and to hold from this day forward.
To have and to hold from this day forward.
For better or worse.
For better or for worse.
In sickness and in health.
In sickness and in health.
In adversity and prosperity.
In adversity and in prosperity.
To love and to cherish.
To love and to cherish.
So long as we both shall live.
So long as we both shall live.
This is my solemn vow.
This is my solemn vow.
Now, what token do you have to symbolize your wedding? Go first. I give you this ring
I give you this ring
as a symbol of my vow,
as a symbol of my vow.
and with all that I am
And then with all that I am
and all that I have,
and all that I have,
I honor you in the name of all that is sacred.
I honor you in the name of all that is sacred.
I give you this ring as a symbol of my vow,
I give you this ring as a symbol of my vow.
and with all that I am
And with all that I am
and all that I have,
and all that I have,
I honor you in the name of all that is sacred.
I honor you in the name of all that is sacred.
And in the name of all that is sacred, our most precious hope for you is that you may always possess the affection and strength, the patience and the understanding, the courage and the love to abide together in happiness, peace, and mutual growth. Amen. By the authority vested in me by the County of Mackinac and the State of Michigan, I pronounce that you are husband and wife. You may kiss.
Did we do it? Did we do it? Do we have to walk out?
I don't know.
We can go green and family.
This was not covered in the wedding speech.
Yeah, we didn't train
We
for
received
it.
no instructions.